I'm Hannah from Dazzling Books, and I keep 3 kinds of journals. These journals are important to me and they're very helpful in my life, and today I'm sharing about them. The first one here is my personal journal. I've been journaling for 8 years, so it's been quite a while. But I'm not stopping soon. Usually I would go to my journal with a thought or a moment that I would remember, but sometimes I also go with a question, with anger, or swallowed response from real life awkward conversation. Sometimes in the process of telling my journal all these things, I spell things wrong, I switch from one language to another, so some parts of it I don't think are understandable unless you're me. Sometimes I even divide the page into 3 and then I jump from one topic to another, from column to column, and as you can probably imagine, my journal pages are pretty messy. It's just all over the place, but I think it's fine. I really like writing things down the way I think and feel about them in my journal. After writing all these things, I would feel relief. Sometimes I would find an answer. Usually though, I'm able to reflect, I'm able to see what is going on, and I'm able to kind of understand what I need to do better next time, and to feel better next time, or create better situation next time. If it wasn't for my journal, if I just let all of those thoughts and emotion live inside, I mean, I could still feel them and I could still think about them, but I wouldn't be as mindful about them, and they're not laid out in front of me to analyze and to reflect, and eventually I will forget about them. But thankfully I have this journal. Personal journaling has helped me so much in understanding myself, helps me reflect and be a better person. Additionally, it's also a way for me to remember my past self, because when I look at my old journal, I would see how was Hannah in 2017, how was Hannah in 2012, and I think that's really special to be able to do that. Another journal that I keep is my bullet journal. So a bullet journal is essentially a planner that I made myself using the system called bullet journal. My bullet journal is kind of different from the original bullet journal, but that's the thing about bullet journal. It's simple and you can be as creative as you can with it. It's flexible, and that's why I chose it. I found out about bullet journal in 2015, but then I didn't really have a lot of things to plan or remember, maybe only what I needed to do next week. Bullet journal had been just a fun thing to do and not really necessary. A year later, I went to Singapore for college, and wow, it's embarrassing how often I would forget about where my class would be, when should I pick up my laundry, and a lot of other things. I realized that I was just burdening myself with all of this task and all of these events and all of the things that I could have just written down somewhere. So I went back to bullet journaling, this time for good. I made the commitment that I would write what I need to do day by day, or week by week, or month by month in this book, and review it every single day. And it worked. My life got so much more organized, and it's just nice to have this place where I can see what I need to do. Like, it's all there. I don't have to try to remember it all the time and forget in the end. Not only that, bullet journal, it forced me to break down a goal or a plan, or the things that I think like, oh, I should go here, or oh, I want to buy this, and all of that, to actual tasks that I need to prioritize and attach to a certain date. So it really helped getting things done that way. The other journal that I have is my creative journal. This is my most recent one. Pages and pages of my day-to-day life live in my personal journal, but sometimes I would occasionally want to remember or take one highlight or one moment from my day-to-day life and then put it in this journal in a creative way. You see, I love a lot of things digital. I love digital photography, I love graphic design, I love video editing, but I realized that once I was introduced to digital editing and all of that, I kind of stopped painting. I kind of stopped cutting things and gluing them on paper. I thought, well, they take time and I'm not very good with painting and there is no undo button. It's kind of a little bit shameful if I just like make a mistake and I cannot undo it. It gives me anxiety because I'm so used to having the undo button in digital space or in computer. But I'm kind of happy that I keep this journal. Making things and putting them down in this journal reminds me of how Hannah felt when she was 5 and just be daring enough to create anything that she wanted. Finding joy in being patient, enjoying the messy process, and not being afraid of making mistakes. In short, these are what I use the journal for. The first one is to help me live, the second one is to help me plan my life, and the third one is for me to remember and to be creative. So those are my journal. I do want to make future videos about journaling, so if you want to know anything about journaling or how I do journaling, for example, what I actually write in my journal, or what I use, or what's my bullet journal system like, what's so different, you can comment them down below and I'll take in your requests. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos about journaling, then please subscribe to Dazzling Books. That's all for today. I'm Hannah and I will see you next time.